All righty. Then what am I missing? Oh, the signature. That makes no sense. Let me do this, and then I'll do this. All right, your boy Bully the Kid is back. Thank y'all for dropping in, if and when you do. This is kind of impromptu. I asked some questions earlier this week to see what y'all thought about me restarting this bass hang type stuff, and pretty much most people were on board for the people that actually dropped in and said what's up and stuff. So, with that being said, we back are doing these bass hangs more frequently. Hopefully every Sunday. If not, I'll let you know again. But this is technically bass hang 29, and few things have changed since the last few bass hangs. Um, going to be having a new addition to the family coming up in the next week. So if I'm not here next Sunday, that's why. But I did want to go ahead and address it since I have a few fans, people in the family that kind of want to know what's going on and why I haven't been talking to y'all like regularly like I would. It's this is what's going on. The world shut down, and we're making adjustments how we see fit to get the most bang for buck. And the best I can do is just adapt with what's happening, just like everybody else. Um, this shutdown and all that stuff affected me just like it would affect anybody else. And we out here, but I'm still a bass player and I still love the instrument. So this is, you know what I'm saying? This is me talking to y'all as kind of therapy to myself or whatever. So I got better internet, so we're gonna see if it actually does help out with the fading and the dipping in and out. We're gonna see. I'm kind of skeptical about it, but I'm hopeful. So first up, let me say what's going down to everybody. How y'all doing? Real quick, for the people that are in here, tell me where y'all watching this from. Because I always enjoy having different people across the globe drop in. What's happening? Thank you. I appreciate it, Kelvin. It's good to be back, man. What's happening, Dion? What's happening? Hold on. I just want to honor Rickenbacker. That makes two of us, man. That makes two of us. Um, yeah. So, for those that are just dropping in, go ahead and put in the comments where y'all watching this from. I do enjoy, learning where my subscriber base is. It makes making content a little bit more fun to know that I'm reaching people all over the globe or whatever. Um, so I can go ahead and run this down to you while everybody's like commenting if you are commenting. Uh, BTK5, the Bully Kid Bass Signature Edition, is rounding the last steps. Unfortunately, everything that's going on with the current situation in the world is slowing down all the shipping and stuff like that. So I was supposed to have all the hardware I need, you know what I'm saying, um, like last month, but because of what's happening in the world, you know what I'm saying, everything's been delayed and the production is slowed down. So uh, the company that we have doing my hardware, they're trying to get their life together at the present moment. So that's why I haven't presented my base. It was supposed to be done um like last month, but things happen. So I'm chilling. Everything's taken care of with that base, and stuff is in the process of being finished. And whenever it comes out, trust me, I'm more anxious than you are to get this base on this channel. Like, so as soon as I can get this base on this channel, that's exactly what I'm gonna do. But in the meantime, I've had a few things happen. My man Low End, let's see, where is that base at? I don't see it. I don't see it. There it goes. It's right there. This base right here, Low End told me he's gonna put up for auction. So if y'all are watching this and y'all dig it, y'all I probably be able to put the link to it in post after this is over with. But if y'all like this bass right here, then y'all can actually bid on it and get it, which is pretty dope. It's a dope idea. He proposed that I do the same thing with Frenchie, and I was like, no, absolutely not. That is not happening. Now I will do a giveaway at 30,000 subscribers. I'll give away two of my basses. They're over there. Um, so that's coming down the pipe. Just in case y'all are interested, it's going to be a 4 string and a 5 string bass that I'm gonna give away at the same time, first and second. And I may give away some strings. Who knows? For the third place. But that's coming down the pike at 30,000 subscribers. So if y'all trying to get in on that, share my videos. Y'all can possibly get one of my basses in the future. Um, let's see. Oh, another one. So I've been I've been championing a particular company that I need to actually like talk to somebody. Like I'm probably gonna end up talking to them, see if I can work with them for preamps and modifications and video and exposure and all that good stuff. The company is Adair Audio or Adair Engineering. That's where I get my preamps from, and I'm only bringing that up because I have a new preamp that's going to be going in Frenchie whenever I get her back from low end, and I put in a Adair preamp in here. You know what I'm saying? So this one is 6 knobs. I'll actually do a video where everything like a sound type deal, like a for real demo. But in the meantime, you can at least hear kind of what it's doing, and everything is flat. And I love these preamps. Like I love them. Like, and you don't have to really modify anything. You just gotta put them in and let them go. Slap time, right? You know you got to do it. Yeah. And that's at low volume. I haven't really messed with the amp to like turn up everything and make sure everything is coming through strong. But hopefully y'all got an idea about it. And if not, there will be a video coming out on this boy and its slap ability. Now, this is an SX bass, ash body, maple neck, pearloid inlays, with the Ardare preamp. It's a monster. Like it's fairly heavy. It's balanced pretty good. It's a 4 string, so no real neck dive like talking about. But it is nice, man. So that video is gonna be coming out pretty soon. Whenever I record it, maybe week after next. I got a few videos to drop coming this week, so y'all stay tuned with that. What else? Yeah, so Adair, I have another package that I'm gonna be putting in Frenchie, and I'll be doing a video on me installing this preamp, taking it from passive to active, putting that in Frenchie uh, weeks down the road whenever I decide to record that stuff. But still got to get it back from Lobster, and I'm hoping he doesn't keep it, if just in case y'all are here. But I've been talking for a good little minute. Let's go back up here and see where y'all are from, and basically chop it up, see how y'all doing, man. Let's see. Ah, man. Okay. Rustburg, Virginia. Dope. Louisiana. Good. Or what part? I moved up here to Oklahoma from Lake Charles. Where part you from? Memphis, Tennessee. What's happening, Eddie? Good to see you, my man. Hope you're doing all right. Long Beach. All right. Hey, Dallas, Texas, all day, baby. Got to make that understood. I'm from Texas. You know what I'm saying? Got that. We over here. Y'all don't never see that, but I keep it in my room. Got to make that understood. Uh, Pico Rivera, dope. Is that Southern Cal? I'm assuming that's Southern California. Pottsville, Pennsylvania, Colorado. That's dope. Florida. Jesus Christ. And you're a female. Cool. Dope. I don't get many female bass players on my channel, so it's cool to meet you, Cha Cha. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. Jill, another one. Hey, what's happening? Dope, dope, dope. Yonkers, New York. I know what that is. I was a Rough Rider. I know exactly where that is. Let's see. Jeff Wood, Oil City, Pennsylvania. Okay, dope. Rep that Raiders has. Gotta keep it out there, baby. Hogs the Rock. Okay. Okay, okay, okay. Let's see. Hello, just picked up the bass like last week. And I've been binge watching all your videos. Thank you. I got a Vox headphone amp after watching your videos. Stay inspired. Thank you. I actually still have that same Vox headphone amp. It hasn't died on me, and I've had it for like 3 years. I've changed the battery in it like 3 times, 2 times. It's been a very good assessment. Like it's been a very good acquisition, considering traveling with your bass and needing to practice, and you don't want to piss off anybody. Like I got people that get mad at me basing late at night. Like this could possibly be late at night, depending on how she feels. And also, there's a baby that's going to be born next week, so I'm always on X. So it's 9 o'clock my time, so I think I should be okay. Son just went to sleep, so I think I'm all right. Uh, y'all pray for me because it's real. Let's see, let's see, let's see. All right, let's see. Okay. I'm about to buy a Sire P7 because of you. Thanks for your videos. Thank you. Appreciate you watching, man. Hopefully you like it. I played my P7 at church today. I killed with it. It's nice. They let me do a slap, like a little slap solo thing on a breakdown. And I was like, oh yeah, feel every single piece of these double thumps. Oh yes. Mm-hmm. We don't get bass solos. So when you give me one, I'm gonna destroy it. So I did twice. Sire P7 is the best bass they make. I agree with you. I agree with you about 65%. And that's only because I really like the M2 as well. Like the M2, it gives me that of course I'm a slap cat, right? So the humbucker sound with slap is like unique in of its own. And I feel like I'm more of a modern slapper, like as far as tones go. So basically cut the mids, more leaning towards Marcus Miller's tone, but maybe a little bit more mids in there so I can have some definition and stuff, articulation. But I really like the M2, especially with recording, because you can do a lot with the uh the tonal options. But I will say if I had to choose between the M2 and the P7, chances are I'm gonna pick the P7. And it also depends on what I'm wearing to the gig, which is stupid, but I have these so I can make stupid statements like that. So yeah. Let's see. I just picked up a Harley Benton Jazz Bass 75. Ever play one? It's heavy, but pretty good for the price. I was actually looking at Harley Benton. My man Low and Lobster, y'all check him out. He's a homeboy of the channel, along with Rumbling Man, another homeboy. You know what I'm saying? We cool people. Eddie is another kinfolk. It's my dog. But Low and Lobster actually ordered a bass that I want, and hopefully he's gonna send it to me at some point so I can get an idea of what it is, like how it feels. It's based off of. It's not based on my concept, but it's basically utilizing my concept for the P pickup with the humbucker, and it's a 5 string, and it's blue. So like I was like, oh, but whatever. So he's actually buying that, and it's on shipment going to him. Whenever it gets in, you'll know because I'm gonna see if I can have him ship that to me. And yeah, I'm not gonna say I'm gonna try to buy it from him, but I might try to buy it from him because it's a whole bunch of situation you got to hoops you got to jump through to get you like wiring money into the account of the manufacturer, and I'm like, I don't feel good with that. So um I didn't pull the trigger on it, and I wanted to. I still can, but I just didn't do it. So he's supposed to get one, and hopefully he can send it to me. But I haven't played one yet. But the sound clips they have on the website, Toman, is the website I'm talking about. It's overseas Guitar Center, basically, or overseas Sweetwater. Um, the sound clips were fire, especially with the slap. With the yeah, it was nice. I was like, man, let me sign me up from that. You know what I'm saying? So um, there's that. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. What's going on, Kayon? You just right over the county line, dope. Sheridan, Wyoming, dope. Bastrop, okay, you close too. Like you about a few hours away, dope. Got people over there. UK here, dig it. I can dig that. All right, man, y'all from all over. Seattle in the house. Oakland, hey. I don't know why I did that. I'm not from Oakland, but I do love Oakland though. I don't know if I have to cut ties with Oakland because they moved to Las Vegas, but I'll talk about that later on after they finish the season. Let's see. Maryland, dope. Seattle, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Is your custom base still in the works? We need updates, bro. Yes. Yeah, I just got through talking about it. Dope, dope, dope. All right. Love the slap. Can dig it. Frenchie is sick. Appreciate it. Congrats on the new one. Thank you. What's the most expensive bass you have? The most expensive one I have is probably my P7. I think that was like 550 or 545 at the time whenever it was out. So I think that's probably the most expensive one I have like now. Trying to think. The P7 and the V7 Vintage cost right around the same, but I had like a discount because I work like I signed up to be an artist or whatever with them and represent them, do videos and stuff. So I got like a discount on it. But the P7 I bought straight up because I wanted that joint. But I think that was like 550. So that's the most expensive one I got right now. Um, Whenever I get my signature bass, that's gonna be the most expensive bass by at least two times that amount. So let's see. Oh, the M2, but the Sire M5 Blue is gorgeous. Yeah, it's pretty cool. The Sire, I don't know if they're the same colorway, but yeah, I got the like I ended up getting this this one in black because I really liked this one in turquoise or whatever. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's over there. This is the M2 in turquoise. I had this one first, and then I really liked how this was, and this is first generation, and I wanted to try out what second generation was. So I bought this black one over here, and they both sound good. They don't sound the same. They have different characteristics, but um, good bases all around. I don't think I'm gonna dabble in the M5 and the V5 and the P10 and the V10. I don't think I'm gonna dabble in any of that. Um, I think I'm pretty cool with what I have now. The only reason why only way I would get another Sire bass at the present moment would be to um, maybe like gut the electronics and put all different type of stuff in it to see how good the bass construction really is. Low and Lobster told me that the V3 that he bought, it sounds the part, it sounds good, but the tuners and the electronics are just kind of shaky a little bit. So if I bought a Sire bass, it would probably be a V3 or it would be a like a Maple P7. I was playing around with the idea of swapping the necks of my V7, which is over here, swapping the neck of this one with my P7. So basically, you have the I think this is an alder body with a maple neck, and then my P7 is also an alder body, but with a rosewood neck. So I would put this body with a rosewood neck, and then the P7 with a maple neck, and see how they sound comparing to each other. If the neck swap actually does something to the instrument sound tonally. I think it'd be a pretty fun experiment. A little bit of work, but we'll see. Maybe. I don't know. I'm lazy. And I'm just assuming that the necks are the same, and I could just one to one swap the neck pocket. Like it doesn't really matter. I'm just making that assumption. So y'all stay tuned. All right, where we going at now? Lake Taps. Is that Wisconsin? Okay. You from AR? No, I am from Texas, but I currently live in Oklahoma. Denver, Colorado. Okay, dope, dope, dope. How did you start playing bass? I started playing bass in church, and my original instrument was the drums. So I went to a church that didn't have drums, and they had like a drum machine that you was doing stuff, which is fun at a church. Um, they had a drum machine hooked up to a 15, and it was tight. Man, I was like, volume, like it was dope. It was fun. And my cousin wanted to turn another drummer that I helped bring up at the time, and they had this lead guitar player that was there, and I was just staring at his hands, and like he watched me watching him, like not blinking, just staring into his hands, and he was like, "Hey, you want to play?" I was like, "I don't know how to play." He's like, "Yeah, I get it, but do you want to play?" And I was like, "Yeah." And he was like, "You want to play guitar? You want to play bass?" And I was like, I looked at my hands and I looked at his hands and I looked at the guitar and I was like, I definitely want to play bass. I already knew what a bass was. There was a guy that was going to our church that played bass, and he was our bassist and I played drums. My cousin played keyboard off and on. My mom played keyboard, and yeah. So I told him, yeah. He asked where my mom was. He went over there and talked to my mom, and then weeks later, um, she popped up in the mail. This bass right here, Ibanez Road Show 2. She popped up in the mail. So that was my first bass. And yeah, that's how I got started, man. And so I went through a phase where I was just trying to find inspiration, like trying to figure out how to do stuff. So I had to use what music was available. So I turned to the radio. So I would record tapes, and I would record tapes and then practice the songs that were popular at the time. So for where I was and when I would be able to record the tapes, that was all oldies, specifically the 70s, specifically funk era stuff. So how I am playing funk music and stuff like that, how I feel about that genre of music is directly derived from that period of time where that's the only type of music I had. So who knows what it would have been like if rather than old school moldy oldies or whatever you want to call it, if it was like 90s R&B. Who knows what type of bass player I'd be right now? No clue. This is just where the cards drop. That's how I am. That's how I got here. That's how I play. And that's perfectly fine with me. I'm happy with it. So that's my story. Hopefully it was okay. Let's see. I was done with the Raiders as soon as they left Oakland again. Hey, I tried to root for another team. I just can't do it. I tried. What's the cheapest base you have? The cheapest base I have is the Glary base, and I got it for $69. I have. Well, yeah, right now. And I found out that Glary went up on their price, so they're like $99 right now. So evidently they got more popular, and they was like, yeah, raise the price. But yeah, so that's the cheapest base that I own at the present moment. $69. Yeah. Let's see. Dallas, okay, for sure. Age time. Okay. I'm assuming that's Austin, Texas. I'm assuming. Hey, what's happening? So I'm assuming. Got my eyes on the P7. That's a good choice. UGK for life, definitely. Golden Triangle, Land of the Trail. I could dig it. What's your thoughts on acoustic basses? Okay. Um, they're kind of pointless because the frequency of the bass kind of gets drowned out. So if you put like a regular guitar, right? Treble travels easier than lower frequencies. So it's actually harder to push out sound that low of a frequency. Now, if you're practicing by yourself or whatever, that could be cool. That could be an option. But if you're like going out and you're doing the campfire groove situations, unless you're amplified, that's kind of a waste of time. That's my opinion on it. I haven't heard a bass guitar that can project in that type of situation. Like whenever I say that type of situation, I'm assuming it's like you got a dude that's sitting on a cajon and he's doing the drum type thing. Then you got another cat that's doing the acoustic thing and singing. So those are all frequencies that are taken up. And then you have to fit your bass lines in there, not break strings and still project. It's really hard unless you have like a big bodied bass that can resonate loud enough through the porthole to get out to people. And that's uncomfortable just thinking about it. So I'll probably never have an acoustic bass. I've played one. I've done slap stuff on one because I have to, because that's kind of my thing. So it was cool, and it was a 5 string. It was cool, but it's not something that I would ever own. Um, yeah, there's a lot more options out there. Let's see. Oklahoma, you know any street outlaw guys? He's in a motorcycle group. I don't know if I can say it, but I know him. I used to be a rough rider, so he not only drag races cars, he kind of does a whole bunch of other uh, negligent ridiculousness as well. So yeah, I do know. I know two of them actually. They're cousins. But yeah, I need to hit them up, see how they doing, because I ain't talked to them in a minute. How you doing, Emerald? Doing pretty good. Can't complain. London, dope, dope, dope. Okay. Do you read music or tabs or play by ear? I definitely play by ear. I can I can read music, just not bass clef, which makes no sense, right? In high school, in middle school, I played baritone and I played trumpet first. So whenever I moved over from trumpet, I didn't know how to read bass clef, so they just transposed the music to me in treble clef, and I played baritone. So, can I read music? Yes. Can I read bass clef? No. Do I know what it is? Yeah, but me looking at it, like reading it like words, absolutely not. It'll be a struggle session, and I'm out of practice. So I haven't even touched. I haven't even touched piece of paper music in about at least 15 years. At least. That's being nice. So yeah, I definitely play by ear. I'm gonna IG you the pics of the glare that I'm modding. Dope. Go ahead. If y'all do have dope projects like that and y'all want to follow me to send me stuff like that, my name is exactly the same as my YouTube handle is bully underscore the kid, exactly how you see it on the screen or whatever. Let me go ahead and get this out here. Exactly how it is right there, except there's an underscore between the Y and the T. So if y'all want to follow me there, you can follow me there. Y'all just trying to hit me up and like ask questions or whatever. You can hit me up there. Also have a Facebook page by the same handle. You can find me there. Throw me out stuff. I answer as quickly as I could possibly can. So I'm not huge. You know what I'm saying? So I'm the homie. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate each and every one of y'all dropping in to say what's up and ask questions, make comments and stuff. It's been dope. Um, if y'all did actually want to drop in and say what's up, in the description there is an invite. And all you got to do is like click that link and you can drop in out whatever. I'm gonna be on here probably another maybe another 30 minutes at the top at the max, and then I'm gonna go ahead and dip and see about my wife, make sure she cool, stuff like that. Let's see. But yeah, go ahead, please go ahead and send me what you're doing. I'm interested to see it. Peace. All right. Stopping in to say what's up, slappers. Everybody that watches me is a fan of Davey 504, which is cool. He's just funny. Either I get slap that like button, that type of stuff, or I get shout a caca for whatever reason. And that's Johnny Lee Long. Yeah, man. So it's cool that y'all follow all the cats in the bass community. I just laugh when I see it because I know where it comes from because I watch him. He's interesting. Just started in a new band and they want no bass amp, so I'm playing through a preamp and it sucks. Hold on, let me go back. Just started into a new band. All right, cool. And they want no bass amp, so I'm playing through a preamp and it sucks. All right, Jeff, I got some questions. When y'all go and play, how is that gonna happen? Like how are y'all gonna go out and play a gig if you don't have a bass amp? That sounds trash. Like it sounds trash. It can be done. The church I play at is all in ear stuff, and I'm basically plugged into a Sans amp, and then that goes to the house, and I'm played through the subs and stuff like that. That's okay because I have my sound in my headphones, and that's straight. But I need at least some type of monitor or something to feel where I'm at, what I'm doing. So I need you to ask. I need you to answer some question. I need you to answer that question. What do y'all do when y'all gig? That's what I want to know from you. Let's see. How do you feel about slapping on flat ones? I have no problem with it. Um, but if you slap, then you're looking for a specific type of tone, and you're probably not going to get them from new flat wounds. In my experience, flat wounds lend themselves better to uh, defretted necks, so fretless necks and stuff like that. They could work on fretted necks. I know people that only play flat wounds on a P bases and stuff. That's cool, but would I do it? Yes, absolutely. I slap everything. I don't care. Violin, bass, Rickenbacker. You put it in front of me. It's got four strings. I can get down. I'm definitely gonna throw my thumb on that thing. Uh, so I don't see a problem with it. It's just not my particular cup of tea. I have a bass that has flat wounds. It's the red one. That's right there, and it's a fretless bass. So I should be making videos with that one coming up. I should just be making videos with all the basses I got, which is dope. I just got this one back. This one right here, which is the Luna Tattoo P bass. Really beautiful bass. Um, oh, I just got this one back from my homeboy that I let borrow, and it's nice, man. Like it's pretty. Like it holds the role. Like it looks the part. It's actually pretty nice. Pretty light, real easy, real giggable. Sounds good stock. So I may not have to swap the pickups because I kind of like how it sounds. It's like more warm than sharp, and I kind of like that on the jazz tip, like on the bebop tip, where you don't have to do anything like sharp or bright. I think that's a better word. So yeah, let's see. So if I put flat wounds on something, it would be that Luna bass right there. Let's see. If you went on tour tomorrow, which bass behind you are you taking? If I went on tour tomorrow, which bass behind me? It is a toss up between this M2, this M2 right here, and this vintage V7. If we just talking behind me, That's what I'm taking. So it's a toss up. Either one of them I'd be happy with, but it's gonna be a Sire bass basically. So it's gonna be either the M2 or it's gonna be the V7. V7 is a jazz bass. The M2 is a double humbucker. I probably end up leaning towards the M2. So then the question would be, do I go second gen or do I go first gen? And if I'm going for looks and styling, I'm going for that bass because I think that bass is prettier than that bass is. So yeah, I think for Christmas I might buy the white M2 just to complete the set. You know, I might, probably not, but I might. Beaumont Lake Charles. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Graduated from McNeese, so I know all about Lake Charles, and born and raised in Sour Lake, which is right outside. Let's see. All natural by air, absolutely. I'm considering building the base from scratch minus the electronics. Thoughts? Go for it. If you can, if you have the ability to do it, go ahead. You might want to do a lot of research on specs as far as body composition, like how thick everything is supposed to be. But I think that's a pretty fun project. If you can do it, go for it. That's what I say. That's how we got into the build. How I built Frenchie. I basically took a body that was existing and I already had a neck, and we just put it together. I put in the pickups, had to get a control plate, bought me a pick guard, threw it all together, sounded fire, and I did it in one episode. So go for it. You know what I'm saying? Do you have tips for a drummer who wants to play tight with the bass player? Yeah. Until you get that bond with the cat, play simple. Play simple, play predictable patterns. You might want to do some grooves and just like practice locking, like switch up tempos and just practice like locking into a groove so he knows where you're going, what you're doing. That's yeah. So it's always weird whenever you meet a new bass player because you don't know exactly how each other reacts in a groove in a pocket. So a lot of time practicing locking, like just locking the groove, not doing nothing flamboyant, no flams, no rudimentary stuff. Just lock one basic beat. Just run it. Make sure you know where you go. Do some stops. Go in there, like that type of stuff. That's how I got cool with the bass, the drummers that I'm cool with. And also, I'm a drummer, so I kind of know where things are going, how they're developing. At least I call myself a drummer. I don't know if I am. Thank you. Appreciate that. It's been a while. Good to see you. Dig it, dig it, dig it. Chelsea, Michigan. Cool. Dope, dope, dope. Running direct, just relaying to the monitor. No. Now you can DI out of your amp, but that would be it. Basically, you have somebody who is a tyrant and he's controlling all the sound. So you plug into a channel, he can turn you down if he don't want you there. I don't like that idea. That's giving too much power to people that don't have your ear for music. So your sound is your sound, and I'm not going to be delegated. What I hear, listen. So at my church, I play in ears, right? But I have an EQ for me to hear what I want to hear. Now, what the audience hears, I don't have any control over that. I don't really care, really. I just want to sound like me up here. They can do whatever they want to do out there, and nobody's told me that I sounded like crap yet. So I'm letting it ride. But there's no way I'd be in a band and not have my own amp. I'll DI to the out to the monitors, but there's no way I just run just that. There's no way. Absolutely. No way. Even a 100-watt amp, a small Fender Rumble, something to just be there so you have some type of reference to what's going on. Like, no, absolutely not. I wouldn't be in that band. That's just me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just telling you what I would do. Uh, let's see. If you had the opportunity to make bass record with one person, who would it be and why? Ooh, dang it. One person? One person, I can't do one. I'll do three. I can't do one. Number one, it would be not. This isn't in any particular order. This would be Anderson Paak. He would be one person. I feel like we'd be able to groove pretty good. Um, Pharrell would be another cat. I feel like we probably groove really good. And T Pain. Two reasons for T Pain. I'm a fan of him. Like he's just different, and also the type of stuff I would do on the track with him with his type of stuff. That's who I would be. But if I had to and just like go around and just groove, it would be Anderson Pack. If I had to choose one, it'd be Anderson Pack. And then after that, it'd be probably T Pain and then Pharrell. Top three. Boom, boom, boom. In order. So there you go. If you don't know who Anderson Paak is or Anderson Pack, it's Anderson, exactly how it sounds, and then Paak. He has a song called Calm Down, and it's a groove. Like the bass line on that song, he drops an N bomb in the beginning. Don't trip. But the groove throughout the whole song is just a pulse. Like it's just groove. Absolutely. I'd definitely be a part of that if I had the opportunity. Uh, let's see. Thanks for sharing about your background. What general advice do you have for beginners? Or what would you go back in time and tell yourself when you first started learning? Very simple. Um, find find songs that interest you and practice them. Because I would only play 2 times a week. I play on Sunday, I play at choir rehearsal, and that would be it. And I stayed the same type of skill for about 3 or 4 years. Like I just wasn't practicing. I learned everything on the fly at choir rehearsal, and then I just play at church. And the rest of it was just me gelling with my cousin who's on keys, and I know what he's doing. We both drummers, so I know where he's going, and I didn't have to practice. But that was a handicap because I didn't practice and I got overconfident, and then I met people that were actually cold who started with me, and I was like, crap. So I would tell my younger self, find music that you enjoy and learn all of that. Learn every single song that you possibly can so that you don't even have to think about where your hands are on your fretboard. You just go there that often to where you can hear a tone and go exactly where it is on your fretboard. Play music that much. So realistically, if you practice 30 minutes a day, every day, for a year, you would be, I feel like you'd be leaps and bounds over me right now. Me as a bass player right now, if you practice every day for 30 minutes every day for 2 years, you'd be leaps and bounds over me. And then I'm giving that amount of time because I don't know, everybody has a learning curve. So even now, I don't practice like that. I practice like maybe 3 times a week, maybe. And that includes me recording stuff for YouTube. So that's what I would suggest. Let's see. Do you think it's better to practice for a set time frame every day or practice as long as you can every day until you're tired? No, I think you setting aside like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, or an hour if you have that much time, 5 times a week. It's basically like working out. The more you do it, the better adapted your muscles go, the better you progress, right? It's like working out, literally. So I would suggest you setting aside time, not like 15 minutes, that's too short, but like 30 minutes, sit there, run some music or run drills that you find on YouTube and just run them. Just run them. Get your dexterity up, get your muscle memory up, get all that up. And then, yeah, I would never do it until you're tired because the next day you won't want to do it no more. So, which one is better? I think a set amount of time, 4 or 5 times a week, perfect. All right. Do you have a regular job? Absolutely. I'm an engineer by trade. I'm an electrical engineer by trade. What is your favorite pedal? Is that the question? Yeah. What is your favorite pedal? My favorite pedal right now is a envelope filter, and it's an old school filter. It's like a DOD envelope filter. Is green, beat the heck up, probably from the 90s. But that's where I got now. I used to have an MXR, it got stolen. But then I have this envelope filter, and I think it's actually for a guitar. But that's what I got. This is where I'm at now. What's happening over here? Oh god, messing up my hat. Anyway, let's see. Do I play guitar? Yes, but I play it like a bass. So no, I do not play guitar. Is that a Thunderbird on the wall back there? Absolutely. Yes, it is. That's one of my hierarchy basses. And I wanted the goth one specifically because it's just dope. I was gonna put black strings on it, which I did. And yeah, that bass I always have black strings on it. It just looks the part. It just looks the part. Yeah. Okay. Brown Mark Prince plays with flats on EADG and around on the. Wow, that's different. Wonder why that is. Asana, I say set up a good time daily in practice. Yeah. Thanks, Billy, and thanks, Brooke, in the chats. Dope. Appreciate it. Um, yeah, y'all a pretty dope community, man. Cause y'all have the y'all show up, and I didn't say that I was actually gonna be doing this, so I do appreciate each and every one of y'all being here for all this. Before time gets away from me and stuff like that, I'm gonna go ahead and cut it off and end it here. I appreciate y'all dropping in and watching. Till next time, maybe I'll go back next week, depending on how things are looking. Maybe I don't know, but if not, there'll be some day, and I'll tell you on my channel where I'm going live or whatever, so y'all can drop in. But thank y'all for watching. Till next time, this is Alan Brown, aka Bully the Kid. Y'all